Hello everyone, this is Solomon. I'm here to explain you about few packet tracing about the local area network. So how that is configured and how this is being built. So okay, for that let me take few systems and few servers and let me connect and configure and then explain you how to do. So first let me take one PC. Okay, one server. Okay, and let me take one more PC here, one more server, one more PC and one more server, and let me take switches. So I'm taking PT switches, PT routers. I need this router to connect all the routers there, and when I take switches, PT switch to connect all these computers and these servers. So I took like this. So this first I'll explain you very simply of taking few devices. Okay, the similar way you can take large number of devices and configure the local area network. So for this connection I'll use copper straight through. So copper straight through. So fast ether 0 to fast ether 1. Okay, okay, fast ether 0 to fast ether 1. Next let me take fast ether. The similarly you connect all these things with fast ether. Okay, fast ether 0 to fast ether 1. Fast ether 0 to fast ether 1. Fast ether 1 by 1 to fast ether 0. So now we need to connect these all switches togetherly uh, to the router. Okay, togetherly to the router we need to connect these things. Okay. Yeah. So for that I'll explain you how to connect them. The fast ether these things. So fast ether 2 by 1 to fast ether 0. Fast ether this to this. So now next when I'm gonna try to connect these things, no fast ether is available. Okay, so now I need to install an fast ether cable. Okay, so I need to configure this. I need to add one more socket for the fast ether thing. So this is this. So according first I need to turn off this, then only I can able to add these things. So for my convenience, I'm adding all these things now. Now my fast ether things are more, so now I need to turn on it again to cancel. Now let me connect these things. Okay, fast ether 6 to fast ether this. Now these are connected successfully. So now let me configure these things. So for computers, uh, in the configuration we need to configure. Okay, in the desktop here we need to configure 192.168.10.2. Okay, but in the gateway address I will give it as 192.168.10.1. Okay, now the DNS server, I need to configure this DNS server as 192.168.10.3. In the gateway I need to give it as 192.168.10.1. But when I come to this configuration, if I go for settings, yeah, the servers, I need to add a DNS server here. So the server name, let it be like www dot uh, google.com. So I need to give here a MAC address. So So now as we are configuring DNS, we need to turn on the DNS first, and then we need to add a MAC address of the next lane. So the let us keep our next lane MAC address, let it be like 192.168.20.3. Okay, let it be 20.3. Then we need to add them and save them. Okay, name should not be empty. Okay, so already it is added. So now let me go to the next lane. So as I told, next lane should be configured as 192.168.20.2. Okay, we copy this, that will be easy for me to do. So here uh, this should be 1. So now I have configured this PC. So now I need to configure this PC. Okay, for this PC, similarly I need to give, okay, three has already taken 4, and MAC ID should be, this should be 1. Okay, similarly we need to configure this service as the next lane MAC address. Okay, so now I need to configure this according to this. So normally we gave here that the server, uh, this is a DNS server. So this is 192.168.20.3. So this is a DNS server. So okay, okay. So this is DNS server, and this is Google server. Google server. So I need to configure this according to that. So it was 3 here, 20.3, because the IP address what we gave in the previous server, previous lane was this lane. So this should match, both should match the same. Okay, now we will cancel this. Now let us configure this as, let us keep it as 30. Okay, 192 dot. Okay, mm, this should be 30. Okay, let's copy this. Let them be 30 of 1. Okay, then be 30 of 1, and let this be, stop, 30.4, 30.4. Let me keep this also 30.1. Okay, this we are in. So now let me configure this into HDCP server. So for HDCP server, I need to configure this. Okay, I need to on this HD server, and then I need to change this portal. Just a second. Look the configuration. So let me configure this. I have turned it on. So my gateway address should be 192.168.30.1. So my first gateway of that would be 20, and then the maximum users I'll keep it as 5. Okay, now let me save this. So now you can see the maximum users, is 5, and the IP address is stored here. So we have configured this. So DHCP, so let us do this name as DHCP. That's it. Now let us configure the router. So for router we need to configure, let's configure switch. Okay. As you can see, now I need to configure our router. So directly you can say here, press return to get started. Okay, okay, let me, that should be no, should be no open there. Okay, let me disconnect this, connect a new router here. So yes, I'll delete that. Now let me connect to the router. So that is PT router. Okay, now let me connect with fast Ethernet. Configure this. So let us configure this now. So here it is no directly. So return to the statement. Now I need to enable. Okay, enable, enable router. So need to configure, configure terminal, configure terminal. The router configuration it is asking. Then int fa of 0 by 0 to 0 by 1. Okay, 0 by 0, 0 by 1, 0 by 6, 0 by 0. Okay, I need to give a router configuration. IP address as 192.168.10.1, and need to give 255, 255, 255.0, and no sh. Okay, now I need to again configure. So fa, that is okay, shut down, shut up. So our configuration is uh, that should be configuration. Let's go for z 1 by 0, 1 by 0. Okay. Next, let us go with the 192.168.20.1, that is 55.2.0 mark. Okay, go to message. Okay, to so as we were seeing our configuration, so here I need to give the second thing. So that was the no gap. Then it, okay. Then is asking for the configuration. I have DNS 20.0.1. Yeah, sorry. Okay, one IP address 192.163.1D.1. Okay, this is 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is 30.2. Okay, that is 30.1. Okay, it is configured. Now let us go with the 6 by 0. 6 by 0, that should be configured as 20.1. Now I need to no shutdown, so I need to shut down this. Okay, so I did not shut down this second one, so I need to shut down this. No, shut down. Okay, so this is the end. So now let us see whether our router is configured with all the three things or not. Okay, so show IP router UD. So you can see here all our three routers has been configured successfully. So we have configured our router. So we can see a green lights here. These routers are configured and this can send the message. Now let me send a message from PC0 to PC0 to PC. Okay, from Google server. So let us see that. So let us see it in simulator. So let me pass. Okay, the message has been successfully sent to the switch. Next, if I see the message sent to the router is sending a message to the next switch here. So the next message will yeah, you can see it here clearly. Yes. Now when I pass this comes to the Google router, and next the Google server will send message to the switch. Then it will send back to the router. And it will send back to the switch of this first lane, and the message will go back to the PT. So PC of first lane. So this is received successfully. Okay. Now if I pass the message sent from the this user to this server. So you can see this. So the message is sending to all the routers here. So no one will accept. This router will accept. So if I wanna send a message from PC0 to PC1, okay, let us see the configuration. The message is sent here. So this is ICMP message, and that is sent to a router, and that does not accept. That message is sent to the switch, the second lane, and then the message is sent to both to the switch and Google server. So this does not accept, this accept. Now this will go back to the main server, and it will receive by the router, and it will go back to the switch, So this will send to the message to successfully everything. Okay. Now let me add some laptops. So now let us check whether this is working or not. So as our Google ID was Google address was 192.168.20. What was our Google MAC address? Was configured as 3. Okay, 20.3. So 20.3. Let us search whether it's gonna go or not. Okay, browser check dot com. The host name unresolved. Okay, let me fix this. 20.3 gateway is physical configuration DNS. Okay, nothing is stored here, so I did not save that. We should on DNS server. Then we need to give www.com. This did not save last time. We need to give addresses 192.163. Oh, sorry, 168 dot 20 dot 20 dot. Let's keep it as 2. Okay, we need to save this. No DNS record selected. Okay, this record selected. I need to save this. Okay, this I have saved successfully, I think. Now let me search here. That is top Google www.com. So still it configured. Let me check. So as I was in a simulation mode, it was sending to the message to the DNS server. When I come to the real time mode, then I can find this okay, 192.168
I'm
dot
unable to see the page. Now I want to test
30
whether the
dot
DNS is working.
30 dot 20 dot 3. So let us go. You can see the page here. This is the packet available passport. Okay. Now if we go to this again, let's see 192. Just copy this here. It is 20.3. So you can see here the page, but www.com. Let us see. Host name is solved. Okay, that might be solved problem with the server. So actually, it should come. Okay. Now let me enable this servers. Okay. Uh, this server is a DHCP server, so this is on now. So we gave starting value that will carry out as we give the 3. Okay, 3, 3, save. we saved it. Okay, existing, that is fine. So we have added. Now let us enable this configuration to DHCP server. Okay, the top with the DHCP server is enabled here. So now if I add a laptop to this server, so if I connect the LAN copper fiber, and if I am gonna configure this with the DNCP, it automatically get selected here within few minutes. So yeah, you can see here automatically it is get connected with this server. So if I want to send any message to from this PC to PC2, you can see the message will be successfully transferred. Okay, I need to do it in simulation mode. Message is from there. Lifting first. Message is sent. Message is sent successfully and is sent to the message. Now it got the message back, and now it will go to the router and it will come back to the switch. And it will come back to the PCL. So it is getting successfully received. So now this mail will be sent to everyone. This is cancelling, and this mail will be sent again to all the routers, and it will reject. And this mail will send to the router. Google server is accepted. So this mail again sent to all the mails. It does not accept, and that mail again sent to the main switch. So in this way, this process goes on. So I hope you understood. That's all in this video. Thank you everyone.